peace in multiple conflicts. The demonstration pilot is Major Mike Cash Mater from Brooksville, Florida. Major Mater is a veteran fighter pilot with more than 3,000 hours in military aircraft and 86 combat missions over Iraq and Afghanistan. Our weapons system officer is Captain John Gizmo Cox from Wooster, Ohio. Captain Cox is a veteran fighter Wizzo with more than 1,500 hours in military aircraft and 107 combat missions over Iraq and Afghanistan. Our safety observer today is Major Mike Vinny Eovine, an F-15E Wizzo from Boston, Massachusetts. Launching and recovering is Staff Sergeant Ryan Forsey from Wichita, Kansas, and Staff Sergeant Nate Kruger from St. Louis, Missouri. Filming as well as our team chief is Tech Sergeant Greg Wright from Hampton, South Carolina, and I'm your narrator, Tech Sergeant Joe Botello from Berwick, Maine. As they run up the engines, the noise you will hear will be the sound of two Pratt Whitney engines, which together provide more than 50,000 pounds of thrust. That is more than twice the horsepower of the entire starting lineup of the Indianapolis 500. The F-15E is designed and built as a multi-role fighter for air and ground superiority. And now it is time to begin today's demonstration. Major Mater and Captain Cox will start by showing you just how fast the F-15E can get off the ground and climb. This capability gets our fighters into the air quickly to threaten or kill any adversary. They will lift off in less than 2,000 feet, immediately pull up into inverted flight, and then reposition for the next maneuver.
Count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
When flying low in combat, speed is life. Now from the left, Major Mater and Captain Cox return to show center at 300 feet at nearly the speed of sound. This capability allows the Strike Eagle to fly undetected deep into enemy territory and deliver its ordnance. The thunderous noise of the F-15E alone is enough to send fear and trepidation through our enemies. If you can't turn tight, you can't fight. Now from the right, the Strike Eagle returns to show center to demonstrate the F-15E's exceptional turn capability. In this turn, the aircrew will be pressed deep in their seats by a force of 9 times their normal weight. This capability keeps the F-15Es on the offensive in any air-to-air engagement. Accelerating up through 450 miles an hour, and will demonstrate the rolling maneuverability by smartly snapping the Strike Eagle through 3 rapid rolls. Cox are now repositioning for the next maneuver. And as they approach show center from the right, they will demonstrate the Strike Eagle's crisp handling characteristics by performing the exacting 4-point roll. Major Mater and Captain Cox are now performing the Cuban 8, demonstrating the F-15E's ability to rapidly transition from low energy to high speed flight, as well as showing you the raw power and acceleration the Strike Eagle changing environment. It was American F-15Es that helped defeat the Iraqi Republican Guard and provide essential close air support for Allied forces. With a built-in 20mm Gatling gun, the Strike Eagle is able to aid troops on the ground when in contact with the enemy. Now from the left, Major Mater and Captain Cox will demonstrate a simulated low-angle straight pass. During a straight pass, the pilot will align the target under the crosshairs, pull the trigger, and fire the gun at a rate of 6,000 rounds per minute, then recover the jet for follow-on attacks. The Strike Eagle can carry numerous bombs weighing anywhere from 250 to 5,000 pounds each, designed to impact precisely where needed. Now from your right, Major Mater and Captain Cox will execute a simulated low-altitude bombing pass. As the pilot climbs, the wizard will find the target and designate that point on the ground. Major Mater will then pull down toward the target and release the bomb. After release, Major Mater will maneuver in a series of evasive turns to defeat any SAMs or AAA, while Captain Cox guides in the bomb for a direct hit. Major Mater and Captain Cox are now repositioning the aircraft from the left for a return to show center for the dedication pass. Major Mater, Captain Cox, and the rest of the F-15E demo team from the 4th Fighter Wing wish to dedicate this pass to all of the war fighters of the United States Armed Forces and its allies. A tribute to all those who came before us, who are fighting now, and those who will defend our freedom in the future. Get your cameras ready. From behind and your left, the F-15E Strike Eagle dedication pass. Take me up so high, where eagles fly. As the F-15E returns to South Center, the aircrew will pass by in the Knife Edge Pass, demonstrating the Strike Eagle's exceptional flight control system, which makes such a maneuver possible. We would like to dedicate this final salute to all of my family that came out today. Ladies and gentlemen, from your right, the Knife Edge Pass. inbound from the left for the max climb. For this, we're going to go live to the cockpit to Captain John Gizmo Cox. Sir, you are live to the cockpit.
Good afternoon, Portsmouth. This is Captain John Gizmo Cox from the backseat of the Strike Eagle. Major Mike Cash Mater and I are going to show you what made this plane famous. Its vertical climb capabilities. From the left at 300 feet and over miles an hour, we're going to stand this jet on its tail and take it 3 miles high in less than 20 seconds.
3 miles.
All right, Portsmouth, it's time to get on your feet, because it's time to rock and roll. There's 2 miles. And there's 3 miles high as we pull it over the top. The Strike Eagle demo team would like to give a huge shout out to the Botello family for making it out to today's Airshow. And now, watch as we do it again on the way down.
Now, can you imagine in the cockpit?
There's 2 miles. And there's 1 mile to begin our recovery. Now back to you, Sergeant Patel.
Major Mater and Captain Cox are now approaching the field for their final maneuver. A tactical pitch up before landing. They will fly by at 500 feet, then perform a rolling pitch up and prepare to land. Major Mater and Captain Cox are now decelerating through 300 miles per hour and lowering the landing gear and flaps. They will hold at approximately 185 miles per hour and touch down at 160. One more tack pitch before landing. And now Major Mater and Captain Cox are now decelerating through 300 miles per hour, and they will lower their landing gear and flaps. They will hold at approximately 185 miles per hour and touch down at 160. As they land, notice how Major Mater uses the F-15E's large wings to dramatically slow down on rollout. By holding the nose high and keeping the wings exposed to the airstream, the Strike Eagle can stop in less than 4,000 feet. Add to this its ability to take off from short runways, and you have yourself a fighter that can safely operate from thousands of airfields around the world. Both the F-15E Strike Eagle and its cousin, the F-15 Eagle, have played vital roles in the defense of this nation and its allies over the last 3 decades. They represent your Air Force dedication to global reach and global power, ensuring our ability to meet any challenge, anytime, under any condition, anywhere in the world. They helped us gain total supremacy in the skies and on the ground, in and over Kosovo, Iraq, Kuwait, and Afghanistan, defeating the enemy both in the air and on the ground.